Welcome. Namaste. My name is Ella, and I welcome you to my yoga nest on Pender Island. I'd like to do a breath meditation together today. So we're going to give a moment to settle to wherever you're seated. Maybe it's at your desk, in a chair. If it's on the floor, maybe you want a bolster. I'm using a bolster. Or maybe a folded blanket or a pillow. So settle yourself so that you can have your spine long. Meditation wants to clear out the nerve pathways from the brain into the body. So we want our spinal column to have that space. The breath can come up and down easily. So we'll rest our hands, taking the fingers, just giving them a little wiggle so that we're not clenched. Rest the hands down onto your lap. And I'll ring our singing bowl to start. And just allowing your breath to come into your awareness, taking that flow of energy from the mind away from thoughts and into experiencing. Notice if the breath is bumpy or jagged, if it's long or short. And don't try to change or fix the breath. Just come into what's real in this moment. If we're feeling anxious, we might have a bit of a shallower breath. If we're feeling relaxed, maybe the breath is already long and smooth. And we really want to meet ourselves wherever we are. So whether we show up here sad, happy, angry, bored, joyful, whatever it is, it's fine. It's the stuff that we work with. It's what arises. So just let whatever's here as we arrive, let it show up. And then we will start to direct our attention. We get to decide where the mind is focused. So pratyahara in Sanskrit is withdrawing our senses. So our organ of the eyes, perceiving everything in the physical world around it. We close the eyes. We take in the sweet darkness behind the eyelids. Taking a breath here. And letting it go. And we let the organ of the nose and the mouth relax as we smell and taste the breath. Fresh air in, letting that warm air out from the body. And the ears, the sounds coming in from the outer world into our inner world. Can we just let the sounds move through our experience like vibration? So listening with our whole body, but experiencing sounds coming and going without attaching to them. So as we practice together, it may be that you hear sounds close by inside the room that you're in. Maybe you have an animal shifting around or other people in your space or outside your room. Just let those sounds come and go like vibration. We don't need to name the sounds. We might even listen a little further away, listening to vibrations of sounds outside the house you're in, the room you're in. So the ears wide open with the whole body, the senses, eyes, nose, mouth, ears coming inward to rest inside the centers of the brain. Breathing to stay right here in this experience. We're so taught to race forward or look back. And mindfulness breath training is about staying with the moment, that this is the only thing that really exists right now, is this very moment. And the more we train the mind to come back here and drop looking forward and looking back, we can do that, but with skill, we notice that more and more often resting in the present moment is a way of balancing mind and body. Let's stay tuned with the breath that's always arising in this present moment. This is why it's our perfect tool for mindfulness. Let's breathe together for 5 calming breaths, not needing to change anything, manipulate anything, fix or do or plan. That our focus of skillful practice is being with the self, with this moment, in presence. Paying attention, exhaling, paying attention, inhaling. It feels good to close the eyes, to block out the optic nerve that brings so much light and activity into the brain. So see if you just want to rest the eyes at a still point or if the eyelids want to close. Breathing in and out. Breathing in, breathing out. And simply not going outward, staying with your experience right here, with your breath in your body. We're sitting, we're breathing, we're paying attention. Now the 5th organ that the yogis speak of is our skin, our tactile sensation. And it's amazing how the skin can sense. When somebody touches the skin, we can get a sense of their emotions, whether they're scared and there's a little grip, or whether it's a tender touch, whether it's holding hands, just want to feel togetherness. So the touch is so much of our communication, and we haven't been getting as much with these times of a pandemic where we're not supposed to see other beings and give them those tactile sensation touches. So I'm just going to offer you the opportunity to bring the hands together and kind of just one on top of the other, or holding your hands gently, not gripping, but just feeling like you're coming together with your own being, but it can feel like another being as well, as we either basket the hands one on top of the other or hold the hands gently in our lap. Tactile sensation of the skin. Awareness of this experience here in our body, and taking the last 5 or 6 breaths, using the breath as our tool to pay attention in this moment, training our mind to be open in its natural, clear state of perception. And we're turning all of the projectors that the mind does, projecting into memory or into future. We're just turning those projectors off, and we're sitting with ourself. We're getting to know our personality right here. So a couple more breaths together in stillness and silence. Let it feel good for your mind and your body. Drinking in the inhale, trusting and surrendering the exhale, letting it leave the body. If it feels right to gather your hands in Anjali Mudra, we just have that nice warmth that we feel in the palms of the hands right through to those nerve endings and the fingers. Deep breath in, just tip the head down, connecting our heart, our intuition, and our body, and our intellect, intuition, and our mind. And these two speak to each other. So let's give gratitude. And again, I'll ring the singing bowl to close our meditation. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me at the Yoga Nest, and I hope I see you soon. Namaste.